Tout ce qui brille n'est pas de l'or, c'est toi ma go. On le dit fourgi les yeux, mais c'est toi que j'ai choisi. Tu es ma pierre précieuse, diamant éclairci. Ma pépite, ma pépite, ma pépite. La je suis fond de la bossa nova. Mimo malheur dit la veille, d'aller en fait, pas dans notre flaque mon pays ailleurs. Et me voler, sa vie c'est digne, c'est toi la plus encore. L'homme ne m'a pas dégradé, c'est toi ma go. Le fils est très aimé, c'est toi ma bien-aimée. Diamant est très précieux, c'est toi ma préférée. Ma pépite, ma pépite, ma pépite.
I'm on the radio. Okay, welcome to everyone of you. Today, I'm having little constraints in coming to you with this broadcast because I am in Bismarck. I'm not in Fargo and I'm not in my studio. So I'm using my laptop here, my Apple laptop here to do this broadcast without sufficient lighting and stuff and all the equipment, all the videos and everything. I don't have access to all my videos and stuff and music video. But I still believe in the broadcast, and I believe that we should improvise every time we want to talk to our people. And today we're going to be talking to one of the aspirants for the position of representative for Gbarzon District at District number 3 in Grand Gedeh County, Dr. Eric Gbotoe. is going to be here today. We hope he is able to get through, because we sent him the link for him to join us, and so he will be joining us in a little bit. But at the same time, we want to let you know that we will be live in Grand Gedeh County, and so once live in Grand Gedeh County, we are going to make sure that we take calls from our listeners on the ground in Grand Gedeh County, specifically Zwedru City. In the meantime, while I'm here, I'm not live yet in Grand Gedeh County because the team Gonglo in Grand Gedeh is in studio right now on my time to talk about the good things about Tiawanse Gonglo. Today is Friday, and today is a very, very wonderful day. It's a TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And so we are going to play one more song. And I don't have my video, so I'm going to just play a song for you. And so please, once Dr. Gbotoe comes here, we're going to be, and then after we talk to Dr. Gbotoe tonight, we're going to be talking about the candidacy of Tiawanse Gonglo. Trust me, guys. I always tell you people that this guy, this candidate, Tiawanse Gonglo, is the only person who can beat President Weah to the ballot box. And I will explain that again tonight with some other emphasis on other aspects of the campaign. We are very excited. The councilor was able to visit Nema County, and while in Nema County, while in Nema County, he he visited a lot of towns in Nema County, and so we want to let me see if I can name some of these towns that Councilor Gonglo visited. Okay, let me see if I can name some of these towns that Councilor Gonglo visited in Nema County. Trust me, some people would say, well, if you want to participate in an election like this, don't worry about your county because they are for you. But that's not the case here. That's not what Councilor Gonglo is doing. So let me name some of the towns and villages that Councilor Gonglo was able to visit, and I will I will read them again when I'm when I'm live in Grand Gedeh, so that folks in Grand Gedeh will know what I'm talking about. So some of the towns that he went to, there were 102, if I'm not repeating any town at all, 102 towns and villages that Councilor Tiawanse Gonglo visited. As you know, if you're in an election like that, they'll say, well, your people will vote for you. Don't go there. No. The thing is, you have to go to the people, to your own people, and present yourself and say, look, here I am. I am your son. I'm going to participate in this election. And this is something that I'm going to represent all of you. So I'm here to let you know what I'm going to do. So to get your blessing, that's what he's doing. So some of the towns that he visited, Sokopa, Bain, this one, Nigbai. Okay, if I don't pronounce it very well, forgive me, because these are Gio and Manon names of towns. So if I don't pronounce it very well, please forgive me. Nigbai, Ban, Tunupi, Tunupi, Benin, Palala, Bei, Lao Zao, Bonadi, Zan Boi, Zan Bemu, Zan Benia, Bloi, Zogoi, Kample, Lole, Bo Weple, Gweple Bonia, Bo Babai, Bialatuo, Bale Otown, Lepula, Gboto, Flole, Zwatuo, Saole, Bietuo, Yopie, Kepie, Vantan, Guatan, Bowen, Ganwi, Yansan. I don't know this. I don't know how to pronounce all the name, but I'm just pronouncing my way. So if you are from Nima and you are listening to me and you know what I'm talking about, you just take it from me. Zanduo, Denama, Kopie, Duo Towing, Zanduo, Duo Towing. Okay, so that one repeated, so we're going to remove that. Baitro, Daname, Zoloye, Bende, Kitoma, Sanikole, Dan Lopa, Zor Tapie, Lole, Veniyegle, something like that. Veniyegle, Bo Fiaple, Ban, Bo Zegle, Bieple, Blole, Yao Sibli, Kanwi, Glale. I can't pronounce all of these names, and that's about 102 towns that Councillor Gonglo visited. I just gave you a gist of the towns that he visited, and so forgive me if I couldn't go any further than I have. So, so we're going to be discussing, but I'm still waiting for Dr. Gbotoe. He is having problem with his Facebook. It looks that Facebook blocked him, so I wanted him to come through the YouTube, also broadcasting live on YouTube. So I'm going to see if he is going to come on, or otherwise we're just going to continue tonight. We don't have to bring him if he's having issues. So I'm going to play one more song. I'm going to play one more song, and then we will continue with our...
Don't buy another pair of glasses until you've seen what this new invention can do. These self-adjustable glasses are taking the world by...
Attachez vos ceintures. Are you up? Okay, we're going to stop the song, and because we are live now in Zwedru's Grand Gedeh County, and so we want to do justice to the people who are listening. Again, we are here. I'm expecting to talk to Dr. Eric Z.M. Gbotoe. He is one of the representative aspirant for the district number 3, Gbarzon District. And what I'm trying to do is to make sure that I interview all of those who are contesting, who will be contesting the position of representative for district number 3, challenging Cheshire Grant. And I'm going to bring also Cheshire Grant on here. So I've already made contact with Harrison City. He's also an aspirant for district number 3. I talked to Amos Zre. He's also an aspirant. KZ Emmanuel Paul is an aspirant. And in fact, he called his campaign Generational Change. But I try to get in contact with Cheshire Grant. And I'm not sure if I have Cheshire Grant number, but I think somebody sent me Cheshire Grant number, and I'm trying to see. Somebody asking if there's a reporter for Groove FM in Gbote County. Well, the person who did that, I am going to message you so you can talk to me, because we are interested in having our products in Gbote County. I want to say welcome to John Wompie. He say, Pape, you're getting old and your man failed 2000, we will retire you. You know, listen, I I don't even know 1 PA. I don't even know what we're going to feel because, like I'm about to talk him now, Kevin Gongo is the only possible candidate that if he goes one-on-one with George Weah, he's going to beat George. And I'm going to tell you guys in a little bit. And I'm going to say in different ways so that you understand. So Dr. Gbotoe is one of the people who want to represent Grand Gedeh. So what we're trying to do here is this. We want to bring all those representatives to you because some of you have never had a chance to ask them questions before. Some of you don't even have the chance to speak to them. But when we engage them and bring them on our platform and you listen to us, you are definitely going to be able to know exactly, who they are, what they stand for, and how they intend to help you, your county, your district. I know most of you in Grand Gedeh that are listening to me, some of you, not most of you, sorry, some of you in Grand Gedeh who are listening to me right now, you have an apathy for the people in the United States. And I'm going to be honest about it. Some of you, why do I use the word apathy? It's a big word. Some of you don't like the people in America. So anybody coming from America who wants to be a representative, you don't like them. You have a record of voting against them, despite the fact that the people on the ground who have done nothing, who have produced nothing for you, who have not done anything to show to our people that they are actually representing our people, you still continue to vote for the same people. So we want to bring these people to you, who they are, what kind of job they are doing in America. For instance, let me just tell you something. I just gave you a typical example of me. I want to use me as an example, okay? So somebody wants, if I'm in a race, let's assume I'm in a race. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but if I'm in a race with somebody, I run a business in America with employees in America. I employ people in America. So I know what management is. I know what it is to manage stuff. So I'm in a race with somebody who I never run in fact, they cannot even run their home very well in Grand Gedeh. They say, but well, we don't want Gibson Jerry because he's in America. We'll tell the man who is here with us, even though he can't even run his own house. He's not able to even govern his own house. He cannot even do anything. He cannot even run a football club or a kickball club. But we'll still take it because Gibson is from America. And the other guy is with us here, so we know him more than Gibson. But they fail to know that maybe Gibson, if Gibson can come to America in the midst of white people, create a business, run a business, employ people, and pay people's salary, and pay taxes to the American government, what made you think that Gibson will not be able to run the office of the representative or senator adequately? This is the kind of question that comes to you people. So people like Dr. Ezian Boto, Harrison City, Amos Zre, KZ Mayapo, all of these people, you know Chester Grant, you know what Chester Grant is capable of doing. So I'm not going to talk about Chester Grant. You can make a better judgment of Chester Grant than I can. I can't criticize him right now. I can't praise him right now because I will not have any valuable information to be able to present to you at this moment where I am. But if I want to, I will make the definite research. I will research. I will ask people who know him. I will ask about a record. I will call maybe the legislature to find out what his voting records are. What does he do when he go to section? But these are people that you know, right? So the problem, what I'm trying to do is, so let's take Dr. Gbotoe, for example. Let's take Dr. Gbotoe for or Harrison City or Amos Check, for example. These people they are like leaders within their communities in the diaspora, okay? But you don't like them because you feel that they are in America. And most of you, right now, if the U.S. government say, Gibson, since you are in, okay, we have Dr. Gbotoe us, we'll soon be bringing on. If somebody asks you and said, Gibson, U.S. Embassy said, Gibson, we want you to recruit Grand Gedeans. We want 10 Grand Gedeans to come to America on your name. Just 10 people, not yourself, but 10 people. If I go on Zwedru Broad Street and just put a signboard and say, I need 10 people to go to America free of charge, the signboard, they will break it down. The sheet that they will be writing the name, they will tear it because they will be fighting to put their name. The reason is most of you in Grand Gedeh wants to come to America, but at the same time, you hate people in America. And some of you don't have the pathway, like me. I didn't have the pathway. You think you're not going to come here. You think there's no way for you to come here. You don't know anybody to come here. Therefore, you resent everybody in America. I did not even know I was going to come to America in my entire life. I went from refugees camp to refugees camp, trying to even buy space on people's space to come to America. All of them failed. And I gave up. And I said, well, I don't think I'll go to America. Let me just go and do my business in Monrovia. Started my newspaper and started doing my business. And one day, boom, the U.S. Embassy called. My man, we want you to go to America to visit America. I said, what? I beg you. Did you announce suffer that day? Coming before me that day? Someone said, I start bluffing too now. I said, so when you want me to go? They said, well, we got 2 trips here. One is in December. That was August at the time when they called me. One is in December and the other one is next year, March. I said, well, you know, my business, I have to look for someone to take care of the business. So I can't just go to America right now. So let December pass by me. I'll go in March. And guess what? After I said that, when I went home, I cursed myself that day good. I said, guess it? The way you hear B and you stupid. The person can't go December, then you can't go March. When I March trip cancel, what will you do? It means not go America again. But yeah, me here in America, going to school, learning, doing this, working, building businesses, doing stuff like that. So some of you in Liberia, you have already ruled out the possibility that you will ever cross the river to come on this side. Therefore, anybody from America, you hate them. But let me bring my guest today, Dr. Eric Z.M. Gbotoe is my guest today, and he is one of the representative aspirants. I think Dr. Gbotoe, I don't know whether he's hearing me or okay, I think he's setting up. Dr. Gbotoe is one of the representative aspirants for District number 3. So we're going to hear from this man today, and I will bring other people to you. And I want you to engage him today, because I'm going to, after some time, I'm going to turn off I'm going to stop the talking and turn it over to you for you to question him, for you to be able to grill him, ask him all the tough questions you want to ask him. Don't just insult him, because you know on this platform we like to respect our guests. So we want you to respect him, but asking all the tough questions you want to ask him. You can, if you want to talk about his past record, you can do that, because you want to be your leader. So you can say, oh, Dr. Gbotoe, some time ago you were going to junior high school and you were in the class and you stole the people's pencil in the classroom, you know, and how can you now be our representative? You can say all of that. It's fair game. It's fair game. You say the doctor is a failure. One year, that's if I ask you now to get evidence, you will not get evidence. So one year, stop making assumption and general statement, because the message is a doctor degree holder, so he a failure already. Please stop that, okay? Let's be very honest to ourselves. You don't know him. You just say the doctor is a failure. How? How is he a failure? How is he? The man is doing well in America. So doing well in America is success, but in Liberia is failure. I don't know what does that mean. So let's stop that. Let's hear from the man and let's see what he said. Okay, Dr. Gbotoe, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so is it possible you come on video?
Huh?
You have issue with video?
No, I just paused because you were still deliberating.
Okay, now you can come on. You can go ahead.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Okay. All right, guys, let's give 1 minute to Dr. Eric Z.M. Gbotoe. He's going to be joining us live this evening. Those of you in Grand Gedeh County, it's about 10. Let me see. It's about 10:42, or it's about 18 minutes to 11. And so you are relaxed and you are listening to your radio at this time, and you have the opportunity hold your phone, because the man I'm going to be talking to, the man is willing to respond to your questions. And I want you to ask all the tough questions if you want. Don't disrespect him. Don't insult him. But you can ask all the aha questions. And those of you, especially those who will be monitoring from Gborzon District, I want you to make sure that you pay attention, because this is one of the people who wants to be your representative. One of the people who wants to be your representative. So if you don't listen carefully, and I want all of you to disabuse your mind, take away all the biases. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, Oh, the men are sedition. Oh, the men not sedition. All that biases, I want you to take it away. Clear your mind and listen to the people that I'm going to be bringing to you. When you listen to all of them, you're going to have the opportunity to choose who can best represent you. But if you now put all your biases, you already make up your mind. There'll be no need for you to even make any choice because you already make up your mind. So I'd like to say that Gbotoe, welcome here.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start with identifying you. So people call you Dr. Gbotoe. I want you to explain what the doctor is about. Is it medical doctor, doctor of philosophy, international relation? What is it?
Okay, thank you, Brother Gibson Jeru. My doctorate degree, I earned my doctorate in anthropology, sociology.
Wow.
Basically,
study about human habitation.
Yeah, it has to do with cultural anthropology.
I see.
First of all, I'm Dr. Ire Saba Boto. Saba literally means to do it, pay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the connotation you will be coming from.
Right.
Some will say pay there, some will say do it for us.
Yes.
I was born in Toe Town to the union of Alice and John M. Gbotoe. When John M. Gbotoe was commissioner in Toe Town in the days. When the war came, we all fled to the Ivory Coast. There, I was able to get what I can say God's blessing. A missionary family, a Lutheran missionary family from Oregon adopted me and put me to school from 6th grade for Tulo play, Ghana, South Africa. I went briefly Australia. Now I'm in the US. I was able to earn my doctorate degree, and guess what? Those the family, they were farmers. They sell Christmas trees every year. So once they own a business, it's only once a year. But it was from the proceeds they were able to put me to school throughout, to the extent that I was able to enroll for my second PhD in educational policies and leadership studies that I'm doing slowly now. Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand your journey. You were one of like us, myself. I went to school in Toronto Memorial Institute. I was in the 5th grade, 6th grade there. So we all we all have the same kind of background. So your background is you were this young man or maybe little boy in Toronto, born in Toronto, walk around in Toronto. And then the war came and you went to refugees camp, and then by God's grace, you are here today with a doctorate degree and you are pursuing a second doctorate degree. So how do you feel about it? What does it mean to you to go through these stages?
Okay, first of all, as I said from the beginning, I will always claim it God's blessing. God's blessing in the sense that if you throw this opportunity out there at a time when we were all refugees, especially upcoming teenage young guys,
right?
Everyone would have fought for it. If it was about something, they say, okay, all of y'all fight, and then the winner will take it. I would not have been the winner. So it is from this background I'm saying that it is a blessing that came in my lap. Coming from a family with siblings of almost 24, father died, any mother would not have done it. So it is this story that that continue to inspire me that, look, maybe there is something God is telling me that I should excel to this level, use the story and inspire other young people that, look, let us work together to move this society forward. Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
In your family of your brothers and sisters, how many of you got doctorate degree in it?
You said brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Oh no, none of them.
None of them.
none of them.
So you are like a single tree in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
So who came closer to you? Who came closer to you in terms of educational standing?
It's my younger brother. He's currently in South Dakota. When I went to Ghana to go to school, I felt that I could not have done it alone. So I told my older brother, they call him the late Makate. I said, look, Makate, it will not be easy for me alone to excel. So what I want you to do for me, let's encourage my younger brother to come to Ghana and join me. And he did. So the letter the letter the missionary was sending for me, I could also pass it on for him to go to school.
But you could have been a selfish person, enjoy it by yourself, and what do you mean you couldn't do it alone? What do you mean by that?
So it means that having a family, a large family of 24, and then going to school, I looked at it like, look, one person cannot, because our father is gone. And I'm going to school in this family. I cannot do it alone. So, we have this patrimonial society.
Right.
The Gbote steps in the gap of his father.
Yes.
And now, if the older Gbote do not have the hand, the one who can afford automatically becomes the breadwinner for the family.
Now we are going to cultural anthropology.
Yeah.
I see you dragging me. I see.
Looking at it, I felt that no one person would have helped a large family like that.
Right.
So I then encouraged my younger brother, who came through to Ghana, went to school. Gradually, we worked our modality, and he was able to come to the U.S. Now, after he came to the U.S., the younger one, the last born, I then took her to South Africa, where she earned her bachelor also in sociology.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were able to, with your instrumentality, at least two of your siblings are now educated, even if they don't reach to your level, but they are educated right now.
Yeah.
How much do you love Grand Gedeh?
Okay, what's the question again?
How much do you love Grand Gedeh? Are you just going to be a representative because you come from Grand Gedeh, or do you love Grand Gedeh? How much you love Grand Gedeh?
Grand Gedeh is dear to my heart. And for something to be dear to your heart, it comes with teaching. We did a research. We were analyzing research data. Human being, there was a baby. They put a baby on the stretcher. And then they feed the baby every day, but the baby was not having interaction with human being.
Right.
At the age of 8, that baby could not tell which society it belongs to. Now, I'm bringing it home that we have been taught from childhood by our father back in the days. Every Christmas, he would take us home from the urban area to the rural Gbarzon District, Chancellor, to go in the village and celebrate Christmas. And then we used to get angry. Why would we leave the city to go to rural Liberia to go celebrate? But at times went by, we started realizing that he was teaching us to get connected to our society, to know our roots. Now, the reason why Grand Gedeh is so dear to my heart is that the late John G. Ramsey's wife, the late John G. Ramsey, back in the days when you talk about John Gbotoe, you talk about John G. Ramsey. Because John G. Ramsey was Gbotoe's backbone. Everything in Grand Gedeh John G. Ramsey wanted to do, it has to pass through my father. So my father, John G. Ramsey came and said, "Oh, Mr. Gbotoe, today your son, he's smart. I want him to be my son. I want to take him to the States to go to school." Oh, and the whole family went upside down, dancing, celebrating. You know when you have America. Yeah. But then after 2 weeks, when Ramsey contacted my father said the young man is not ready yet. I started crying. The great United States. Why would my father refuse me not to go to America? He said, because you are not big enough. Then he gave a parable. If you not know how to swim on the smaller river,
yes,
and you jump in the bigger one, that river will carry you.
Yes, you will definitely drown.
Yeah. I want you, first of all, get acquainted with the Liberian, with our society, especially Gbarzon District setting, to know where you come from, fully have knowledge on where you come from, so that tomorrow when you get out there, you will always want to come back home. Then he said, all of you are born as young men. I want you to have heart for where you come from. And he taught us the history that our grandfather was a Mao chief. And that we should always fight to work along with the Gbarzon District chiefdom, because his father was a great man for that chiefdom. So that education is always in my mind.
So I want to ask this question, and I will ask all of you that are coming. The Grand Gedehians in the diaspora, that's in Europe, in America, in Australia, the Grand Gedehians in Grand Gedeh, who is actually 100% Grand Gedehian?
Mr. Jeru,
Yes.
Let me say this. No one is 100%. No one is more Grand Gedehian than the other. There is one word that will always follow us in the diaspora. The word greenest pasture. In short term, we can look for it. We can look for it. Yeah, we are seeking greenest pasture. That's why we are here. The opportunity we came to search for, we don't have it in our country. So we are here to learn better of our life and go back home. It does not mean we are cut off from the society from where we come from. Even if, let's say the worst, the name Grand Gedeh will never leave us because we remain Grand Gedeh descent. So no one is more Grand Gedeh than the other, except a person decides that, okay, as of now, I cease to be a Grand Gedeh, then it is the decision and the will of that person.
Of that person.
Yeah.
So if somebody in Grand Gedeh were to ask you tonight and say, Dr. Gbotoe, we love you, everything, but you stay too long in America, just leave this representative to the people who are here with us, what will you tell them?
Thank you. We have always left it with them. We have always left it with them. And we have always supported that philosophy. So my saying is, let's try a new idea. This philosophy, we have left it with you. Where are we? Where has it led us to? Let's try new thing. Once upon a time, you said in 2005, you said let's leave it with people here, and we did. Once upon a time in 2011, you said let's leave it with those here, and we did. Once upon a time in 2017, the same thing, and we did. So 5, 6 years, 18 years on, where are we? Where are we?
Where are we? I want you to tell me, where are we?
Yeah. So if there is a tangible story to tell, that those here, this is what they have been doing, and we want them to continue in that trend, with visible and convincing story, then yes. But with where we are, I would now suggest let's try another means from Heinstein's perspective, that when you continue to do one thing over and over and it is not yielding fruit, try another means.
So that brings me to the question. Now that you are saying, well, let's try a new thing. So you're putting your hat in the ring to become one of the representatives of Grand Gedeh, specifically from District Number 3.
Yeah.
What is lacking? What are you going to fix that is lacking?
Thank you. First of all, I would say the word leadership.
Yes.
Is to gather the people and give them sense of direction. So my take right now, if we're to ask someone, what are we being directed to right now? What direction are we taking? And when will we arrive there? Lacking accountability, lacking sense of direction, lacking disunity, infighting among leadership.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean disunity?
I come in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at Grand Gedeh. Grand Gedeh Legislative Caucus. The word caucus means together. That's the Greek word.
Yes.
Caucus. It came from the Greek word caucus, means let's come together and do it together.
Yes.
One cannot do it. So if you have a caucus that can do it together, it's not a caucus. That's why they say let's go caucus. Let's go discuss it and have one voice. So if you go in the corner to have a voice, one voice, and you cannot come out with one voice over and over for years, where are we? That's the question I continue to ask. Lacking sense of direction. Now, if a leader leaves power, there must be, this is where I'm leading the society to, or the community to. And this is where I want us to go. Let's take back from 2005 upward. Mama Sally did something for Liberia. With all her weaknesses, despite her weaknesses, she installed this issue of community developing themselves. That's why she came up with district dividing the money among the district and the county development fund.
Right.
So that the county will develop itself slowly. In your own piece, you will get this year. If the electricity the county wants, the county will divide the money and then tackle the electricity this year. The following year, if the water, the county goes ahead to give water. Since 2005 up to now, what can we point to that our share of that money had achieved? What tangible? But yet, we are being mentioned in the national pie every year. And we as citizens, we are entitled to report every year. So if you cannot give us report, that means you are not giving us an account of what you are doing.
I see.
Yes.
Let me ask the question that most of them usually ask, and I'll ask the question with the premise. I'm not giving a premise. I'll just ask the question, and then I will do the premise later. What have you done for Grand Gedeh that you want to be representative?
Okay. No one can wake up one morning and say, I want to be this thing.
Yes.
Nobody can wake up. If you were to ask what his name, George Weah, 16 years ago, whether he thought of becoming president by himself, he would have told you no.
Yeah, you're alive. Yeah.
Okay. To become a leader, you cannot lead without people. It is the people that select their leader. And there are certain traits they will see in you to say, hey, come and lead us.
Your audio is, I don't know what happened to your audio. You can hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay. I was doing in my little corner that inspire young people and older folks to say, hey, if the man can do these things as an individual, it means that should we give him the leadership mantle, he will do more. He will carry our voice. One, in 2010, I lobbied, fought hard for 12 Liberians to get international scholarship. Two Grand Gedehs for Gbarzon District. I don't like to mention their name until one of them herself came forward. And now she is campaigning massively because of what I did. Her name is Anito. She comes from Gate Town. One is currently here in the US. He's doing his second master's. Two, I was able to, on my own, as an individual, on my own, fight hard to carry company G5. And for reference, you can contact the office of the Chief Protocol of Salif. His name is called Jervis Waterspoon. On my own, I was able to lobby for 5 companies. One, the first company to build drug factory, medicine, in Grand Gedeh, in Gbote. We left from here, from Canada, China, and Australia, in America. We went to Liberia, team did not work up. I did not. I came to have Barrow, and I can discuss it in depth. We have Barrow. I encourage G5, another
Well, I believe there's some kind of internet interruption, network interruption. But we will stick with Dr. Gbotoe here to tell us some of the things he's done. I'm going to see I can get him out and then bring him back. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
You got me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I said there were 2 options. They would have built the road. 2 options. The first option is we would have agreed for permanent Liberians who have knowledge, who know where to get the money from. Like we come to you as a Gibson, you work with the central with the international bank. Can you lobby for Liberia to get 300 million? Because the estimate for that road, I can tell you tonight, is 300 million. At least. The what government bank dodging that road every year is 300 million for that road. So the government said they don't have the money. So the company gave us 3 options. Option 1, look for a group of Liberians, well-meaning Liberians you can trust, and offer them the sovereignty guarantee as a nation that should we construct this road and they are unable to pay us. Any other government that will come forward, they will pay us.
Yeah, and that's that to me
it's
any company.
It's a national debt. This is a project of national debt. So issue a sovereignty guarantee, and these people, we will work with them and raise the money. We went closer to securing it, but to lay hand the key inside that fell. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what have you done in the medical? I will continue naming so many stuff, but let me just pick them. In the medical area, which is quite recent. Again, the same group of people who petitioned me today reached out to me and said, "Hey, Dad, COVID-19 is coming. We want you to kind of help us raise funds." And I formed the Gborzon District Group Initiative, which you are one of those who contributed immensely, and thank you for that. We raised almost $10,000 for medical equipment and sent it to the district. I don't boast about it. Again, when I came, I was just 3 months old in the Americas when I was selected to be the educational committee chair. And you were one of those who gave me the platform to raise close to $19,000. The records are there for the school today in John D. When a chance is given me to do something, I do it with my whole heart.
But I think while the conversation is going on, my concern has always been when it comes to Dr. Gbotoe from the diaspora, when it comes to Amos left from diaspora, or Harrison City from diaspora, or anybody from the diaspora who wants to become a representative, the question they ask is, what have you done? But when it comes to people who are living in Liberia, in Grand Gedeh with them, they don't ask them, what have you done? Is that fair? Okay, I think he is frozen again. So the question, you heard my question? The question was,
okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me switch. Okay.
So I will take him from the
let me switch.
Yes. Okay, so we here we will bring him on as soon as he switched. He will just give me a thumb up, and then I will bring him back. But the question I'm asking, and I want you to answer, is I wanted to lay the premise, but I didn't want to lead him into answering the question. Is number one, when Grand Gedehs voted for Zoe Penno to become representative for the first time, Zoe Penno did not build school. Zoe Penno did not have any business in Liberia. Zoe Penno did not have any scholarship. Zoe Penno did not have anything doing, but they voted for him. They didn't ask him, what have you done? When they voted for Marshall Dennis does not have any school. Marshall Dennis does not have any business in Grand Gedeh. He does not have anything in Grand Gedeh that will help people at all. He didn't build road. He didn't do any of those. But they don't ask him, what have you done? When they asked Chelsea Grant, when they voted for Chelsea Grant, they didn't ask Chelsea Grant, what have you done? Whether he built school in Liberia or in Grand Gedeh, whether he did any of those things apart from working for UNHCR, he didn't do anything in Grand Gedeh. They didn't ask him, what have you done? They voted for George Bowley. What have George Bowley done in Grand Gedeh? He was education minister for all the 9 years that 10 years that Doe was president. Then he became Minister of State for Presidential Affairs before Doe was killed. All the years he was minister, he had nothing done in Grand Gedeh. But they elected him. They didn't ask him, what have you done, before they elected him. So the question that I want Gbotoe to answer is, what makes it fair? And those of you who are there will soon be going to the people to ask the question. What makes it fair for you to ask people from the diaspora, what have you done for us before we make you representative? Why ask them when you were not able to ask the people who you voted for in the past? And the people you voted for in the past that practically have not changed the situation in Grand Gedeh, have not advocated for you, have not done anything that you will see that will change the trajectory of the way the country looks, you continue to vote for the same people, even though they do nothing for you. So that's why I'm asking this question. And if Dr. Gbotoe comes, we'll talk to him for another 10 minutes, and then we'll come to you in Grand Gedeh and wherever it's read through, and you will put your calls through. But I want you to think about it very seriously. Are you going to ask what they have done before you vote for them, or what is their competence? I know about 3 NEMA representatives and senators who came from America and were elected. The NEMA people didn't say, oh, what have you done before we elect you? No, they didn't ask that question. Okay, so Dr. Gbotoe is back. I believe he has changed the to do. So let me go back to Dr. Gbotoe. The question I was asking is, I don't know what makes it fair for them to ask you, Dr. Gbotoe, what have you done? When Zoe Pennon was elected for the first time, even up to now, Zoe Pennon does not have any school in Grand Gedeh, does not have any business in Grand Gedeh. He has nothing in Grand Gedeh that can actually uplift the young people. No program, no services that can promote the women, that can promote children, all of that. Oh, what a minute, what's going on? That can do any of those. Number 2, they elected Chelsea Grant, he had nothing. George Gbote been minister for 10 years. He did nothing. Grand Gedeh built nothing. He was no school, no education, nothing, no business, no company, no empowerment program. All of these people that are Gbotoe, they elect them without asking them, what have you done? So do you think it's fair to you and others for Grand Gedeh to ask you, what have you done before we should elect you?
Yes. It's a fair question.
Okay.
And this is why I want to play the devil advocate.
Yes, go ahead.
They believe that we live in the diaspora, the larger economy in the world. And at least we can have daily bread to sustain ourselves.
Okay.
So what they are trying to say is that even though you are in the diaspora, are you still connected with us? Can we trust you? That's what the question is about. So that question is embedded in whether we should trust you. Because
so, okay. I want to push you a little bit. I want to push you a little bit because I like the conversation right now.
Yeah.
I understand when I'm asking Dr. Gbotoe, what have you learned? You went to the white people land, your friend and learned, they came back. What have you learned that you can bring to us to help change our life? Yeah. That's a fair question. Yeah. But for me to ask Dr. Gbotoe, what have you done here? I don't know how is it fair.
Yeah, that's what I said is fair because it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
Education, knowledge acquired.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Knowledge acquired can only be seen in the legacies of what you have done in that society.
Okay.
So if you are educated and you do not have a roadmap,
okay,
or if you are not connected to the society, then they have to ask you, hey, though you are educated, but what can we look at to say, well, you are still connected with us? The practical aspects of what you have learned.
Okay.
Now, for me, as I was listening now, we have a elementary school that we are building currently in Plo.
Mm-hmm.
We have a clean water project that is going on in the district itself.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm to list and give individual support and communal support that we have done, you will be amazed. But that is not the problem. The problem is it has to do with in the past. Historically,
mm-hmm.
people from the diaspora and those back home have never really clicked well.
Mm.
There have always been that distrust. It has to do with distrust. And the distrust has to do with our history. It may not necessarily be Grand Gedeh, but the history of Liberia tells us that few Liberians come here go to school, go back, use Liberia as a springboard, get their riches, and come back.
Mm-hmm.
It is from that, the question then is, okay, if you cannot, while you were there, you could not at least reconnect with us or do few things, then it means that you are only here to gain to go back. Yeah.
So okay, I like the analogy, but I will open a line, and the people will debate that. Those in Grand Gedeh, I don't expect anybody to be on my side. I expect a lot of people to be on your side because I've argued with them before. But we'll see. We'll open the line because I find it very.
No, it is. And sometimes, the generation we are in now, the what have you done to a certain extent goes. That's what I say. I will play the devil advocate. What have you done sometimes goes with handout.
Exactly. I agree.
Handout in itself cannot be used as a platform for electing an official.
Exactly. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make here too. And let me put you a little bit. Let me put you a little bit more. When you come to America to go to school, not everybody who went to school, you know our brothers here. Not everybody that are successful like you or maybe successful like me. There are people who are working from paycheck to paycheck, and they can highly, manage themselves, but they are very educated. Okay, but we got Dr. Dr. George Bully. He has a doctorate degree too, and he worked in government as a cabinet minister for 10 years. And he had nothing in Grand Gedeh. He didn't build school. He got no business. He got nothing at all to show. But the point elected him. Why should it be Dr. Bully, Dr. Gbotoe, who should show what he's done, not Dr. Bully?
Okay, I always like to, as an analyst.
Yes.
Analyst, I always like to go play the devil advocate before I come
play the other people. Yeah.
Now, let's take it that Bully did not do material thing. But what they believe is that in the 90s, when Grand Gedeh needed someone to step forward, Gbote put his life on the line. And it is based on that story, he was deported from the Americas. That, okay, he took part in the Civil War. He was part of the uprising. So the people are saying that, okay.
So they rewarded him.
So they are saying, if this man can be deported, if he can face the misery of life because of us, because he defended us, then I think if we elect him, he will take it from where he stopped back in the days.
Yeah. Unfortunately, their decision don't go the way they want it to be. I will give you one more. We will go to the line in 9 minutes. I want you to expound a little bit on your dream.
My dream for the district, I really want to improve the 4 pillars of societal development.
What are they?
Pillar 1 is education, which of course is at the core of my campaign. An informed society is a developed society. If you educate a generation, you educate the incoming generation. You pave the way for that society to debate issues based on quantitative development statistics. Now, you cannot be brainwashed easily. An informed society like America. America is great because the educated ones are many. They cannot just wait for government to do it for them. They cannot always wait for someone to do it for them. They cannot be told. Let's look at this going elections. They report, if you look at the statistics of how the voting went, you will have said that the Democrat will have maintained the upper house, the lower house again, because the Democrats are in possession of 136 million voters. Why the Republicans are in control of 106 million. So 30 million difference. So the Republicans were going against 30 million gap, which of course you would not believe that the Republican fought and won the lower house.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of those spaces they working from the Democrat control areas, simply because they want check and balance. They want check and balance. They believe that you cannot have the executive, you cannot have the Senate, you cannot have the lower house. The thinking of an educated man is quite different from the man who is not educated, because the uneducated man can be told. So my platform one is education, and this is how I'm going to do it. One, year one, I will fight for at least 50 students to go on scholarship. 25 from the health sector, 25 from the teaching, from the classroom. When they return, we will hold their certificate and put them back in the classroom to teach on what we call community service. And we will give them stipend because they owe us. It was based on Gbarzon District seat that those scholarships were acquired for them to go and learn. So when they come back,
Mm-hmm.
we put now they're going to pay us back, not in cash, but in kind.
For their services. Mm-hmm.
You go back.
And we have youth services those days.
Yeah.
It has just dissipated. There's no more youth services. When you graduate from high school, you join the youth.
And that system is the system that is being used currently in Botswana. So that is the reason why Botswana has 85% of its population being educated. It gives scholarship to the citizen to go to school. You come back, you go and do national service with stipend. So you don't need to worry about education. They will educate you. They will do everything. When you come back, you got to serve the nation for at least 2 years. Then, on the other hand, we will also send nurses out. When you come back, you got to go back in the clinic.
Mm.
And then serve us in the hospitals and clinics. So when the time expires, then you can now go. By that time, while you are serving, those that are there will go out. So we'll have a kind of rotational system. Every year, we'll look for scholarship for those people to go out. Now, on the other hand, Pillar 2, Gbarzon District will only improve if we can produce our own food. And not for sustenance. Not just for sustenance, not just for consumption, but produce and sell the surplus.
Mm.
We will follow the trend of Agricole, our neighbors, where they have the société, where farmers will be grouped, like planting farmers will have société for planting. The cassava farmer will have société for cassava. We encourage them to produce in abundance by giving them the logistics they need. Get the produce from them, sell them, give their cash back. Now, what they used to do back in the days in the Agricole, where the government facilitated the selling of the cocoa. So you will see a man in the village there, but he has light in his house. He get left freezer there. He live in good life because his cocoa, his cafe will not spoil because he knows that there is a ready market.
Okay, so we got 4 more minutes. I want you to do one thing before we go to the. You can speak your daddy.
Don't do that. I'm the grandson, the direct grandson of the Mao King, the undefeated Mao King for years.
I want you to speak to a citizen of Gbarzon. For those of you who are Chien, Quenabo, Griot, Kana, Niao, if you don't understand, you'll forgive me today. I want you to talk to the people in Gbarzon District in your dialect why it is important for them to elect you.
Thank you. I did y'all by Fenyang. Mon Kribanian Basso and Mon Goya, Mon Sababotu, Mon Kagra Tromla, Monwa, na Mon Claire Cribit out and go, Namua Mokrag that Tromla. Mon mal, mon meyen. Now for a man this son, a baila, no opoyon ton o problème en blé, kagida ton, en blé, et on dit de ta kagida ske a kagida o kuyo si an de ho Grand Gedeh we kagida o ja kui o mo ta bi o ja kui la si e ne ka Grand Gedeh. Ne dia bi bo ese saito na ta kagida mba kagida ske de wan je duila. Anjiga ka monwa sagba na ngie Gbarzon blula mokia ke aye bobla aye po anyinu wa de chianye aye bobla wa aye blula we na wa yo suku po we de wa pon we nu apie bia isia kwen ble mokia ke aye blula we na aye kwen po aye kwen di po mokia ke awo bobla awo de dia ke fenye ki wa no akriye wa akriya wa aye di point wa krida wi drube we po wa krida po isanie aye player we de pass po na so diga magbe bla kwa ble ne so mel de wa aye boy te de nyo so agban we no mo anjuwe we po ye gban we po ye ne we musuku we kiri le che we gba sia nyo so ne we wan dida de mo nwa ba ke fe ke de gawe mo kya ke wa druta be po so mo ajie fu e ma die abiyon dawa de ula po gbe ponu gbegbe we gbe agbie apo agbe aja so mo gbegbe nu we ye gbe do mo we is pomo nuwe we ye buladi mu se teun amwa de fo de mbai dia wula o sabaji nu o ifwe we nyo bu ya pu yo so sia wa muga suku no pribloke ifwe we de gira so atabi we po ya de we blo si je nyo so ase won ifwe we de we piregbo enwa a kwenyo we kwenbo pori abri we se won ifwe we de we ao nyo ye die uye ablibla we point there we say won sia apoka suku e deplo sia mo nke bai do ki anu e wa suku ne ka jaundi nke nyo do nu e we afwen we ti corona jiga we kwina wa nu we sia we kwenyi amenu de amokesi amekesi di amai nu e mamo eje
Okay. All right.
The damuske o fu e dia so point motma so kan yo mo wa boka ya to mla o mo sagba Gbotoe o
atro and who mind yo I'm blue there you guys say Lucia you blue apola you guys wow. Okay, so
go Jerry went Liberia.
Yeah.
In the gathering of the chief elders.
Actually, we want to take the call. We want to have enough people talking to you. So we'll hold that in your last breath. So we will tell AB to exit and then call. So we can let me see if I can call AB, and then we will go straight to our lines. Okay, if AB is ready, we'll go to Edu and take some calls from there. So while we are waiting for AB, I want you to end our statement you're trying to make because AB is. We want to make sure that people call. So go ahead and end that comment.
When I went to Liberia in the gathering of the in the gathering of the chief elders, I started with English, and then an element of who be opposition. Another they woke up. Oh no! Don't speak English yet. You say you want Leo? You're in America. You don't know English. You don't know dollar. You don't know the dollar. How you lead us? Well, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Yeah. Don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the bear. let it relax. Let it go. Let the bed relax. Hey, don't pocket. No, don't do that. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't know. Let me make sure AB is ready for us, and then people will be able to ask their questions. Okay. AB is right here. AB, are you there?
I'm here. Are you getting me?
Yeah, we are getting you. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, where you come from? I'm Stevenson. I come from Delta Street. Stevenson, welcome. Let's hear you. Thank you for your show. I want to appreciate Gibson for reactivating this platform to us here. Like the question you did ask the government is very significant. Significant, you think we as Nigerians, this is the question when people come from outside, we don't ask them. And that question is fair to buttress the government, as you rightly said. It's fair in your sense, if you want to know the fairness of this question, you should use the exchange method. Okay. Exchange method in your sense that those of them in the diaspora ask them whether they would like to come to live in Liberia, and we Grand Gedeh will go to live in America. Will they accept it? Okay. That one aspect. Okay. Another one is apart from Representative Gbote defending Grand Gedeh in 1990, it is not the only well-known history about this government. Gbote was the only minister at the time working in those governments who single-handedly had the business in Grand Gedeh. That students used to go for vacation from all parts of Liberia in this country. Okay. And that's the students mostly. So if Gbote is now paying back to Grand Gedeh, I think Grand Gedeh themselves will appreciate it. Lastly, you see, what I noticed about our successful and educated people outside the world is that they see Grand Gedeh as the historical credit union. What do you mean by that? Historical credit union in your things, they will come with their history, how the father do this, the father give on this way, the father have done all of these stuff, and they are from here, they speak the dollars, fluently, they do all of these stuff. And now they come back, the credit union, it is a place, am I audible? Yeah, you are right. The credit union is a place where you don't just go free of charge. Oh. The credit union is a gate and institution. Okay? So when you invest there, at the end of the day, you get income from that credit union. That's how the thing is regular to be. They pretend to love Grand Gedeh and have behind the wall love. Then they come, they do all those things like how they did, then they say, yo, please give me power. Can you imagine a doctorate degree holder who spent all those years outside will only come and do investment in Grand Gedeh only because if you give him power? That's so frustrating. Thank you very much. Thank you. So much, Stevenson. Hey, listen, you got to respond to that. 077-815-2424. 077-815-2424. 088-0102-102. 088-0102-102. 077-815-2424. The numbers you listen to Dr. Eric Gbotoe is our guest tonight on this platform. If you have questions to ask, you can call us now and then put your question through. 088-0102-102. To this question, good evening. Good evening. Nia, where you come from? I am Pine, and I'm calling from Neo Community. Councilor Pine, welcome. Let's hear you. Thank you, Ibrahim. I follow Dr. And I recently have a concern that I want the doctor to address. What is your concern? It's not only here. I want to
Why educated Grandians are coming in the name of politicians?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I am still talking. So he has traveled around the world, listening to his exposing. He's been around the world. I want him to tell me, maybe I have not read about that. Okay. I want him to tell me and an Indian Grandian who has traveled around the world, what kinds of country out there that is not country or because of politics. What kind of politics boosts the economy? What kinds of politics boost the economy? What do you mean? I said, what kinds of country boost the economy boost by politics? Okay. Good. Thank you so much. Okay. You will respond to your question. 0801021.
Can you explain that question for me?
We lost this spreadsheet.
I'll tell you.
Huh?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
To this spreadsheet, good evening. Fine. Fatia Wablo?
Yeah.
Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah, maybe about 2 questions for the boss.
Go ahead quickly.
I want to tell you something. For the first question, how to do it. We are talking about census. And it was not necessary for them to come down for census when we are talking about more districts. After census, before they will come down for us to vote for them. And the first question.
Okay.
The second question has to do with in a data to be represented way. You think it's not necessary to.
Oh, we lost her.
Is that necessary to what? Are you there? Okay, I think that this person, good evening.
Yes, we evening. It is from the teaching and calling you from Jacob.
Welcome, let's hear you.
I would like to say thanks to Gbotoe speaking. He talks about construction of elementary school in Pau. And I'm very sad that when in Iran and I saw the elementary school that is under construction.
Okay.
Yes, so the national line is doing extremely well.
All right.
So I would like to appreciate him for that. Let me continue it.
All right. Thank you so much. To this question, good evening.
The government now and the great talent working for the Nobel population.
Augustus, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. I'm listening for the guest in you and who said that it's general. I have a lot of interest like what and all even photo. But what I want to get here, and I want to end it with a question, is that those like whatsoever are in the hospital. Is this the time they can come on the need of the population? Right? Yes. While when you were there, let me tell us how many schools you are constructed right there. How many elementary students scholarships to high schools around the country?
Okay.
Around Grand Gedeh. At present, how many students you have at the Grand Gedeh Community College? On a scholarship.
Okay.
And you coming on now that the first thing on top of education. What are people's future towards the educational advances of demonstrated advances? My fear, Abraham, is that if we talk about getting a full brother to go and teach young education,
The man didn't say so.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jim. We'll pick up this question. Good evening. Where you call from? You say you call from where? Oh, from Zle City. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I think that's a bonus. One of those things is that like a bonus where now people are the community and Nigeria. That mention name of any students of that matter.
Okay.
It's one question. And I want to get you here to give me the one is that God has taught this in the country. Is that these are good of reforms that the one who uses $6,300 that for the people who want to visit our RA. And now we go to his own town Chester. He doesn't even have a structure that he will come maybe in 2023 on a day down and right and I host all of you. Still, this country, what was the convention that stand for one town Chester? Three is COVID-19 inflation in this country. What was the interventions of our administrative district or the Gbotoe district? And before election was held, election was held, we do a communication comprehensively to him through his district coordinator development way, credit for $300 and the only give us the question that we can put in any of the government that do a credit for that time, that $300 is yet to be paid.
$300?
Wow.
Okay.
And the bottom is yet to pay. And the people who own our account of everything. How does the bottom can reconcile it that it gives to the level of the people of the Detroit district of Montreal?
Thank you.
All right.
So
Okay. Okay, we take one more call. We take one more call. Yeah, one more call.
Okay. So we take our last caller and then we'll get back to Dr. Gbotoe because a lot of questions. This person, good evening.
Yeah, I'll ask my question in there where they can go.
Yeah, quickly.
So my second question has to do with only when the woman is directly with phone, they can down to us. So they can do the development.
Oh, that is a question, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I think.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, AB. Notify me if we are live.
Yeah, yes. Let me notify you quickly.
Okay. So we got some serious questions.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know.
Let me write it down, yeah?
Yes. Somebody wants to know.
Fifi?
You only care about helping your two brothers that went to school. Okay. So when you become representative, you will only help your family. You will not help the people of Grand Gedeh.
Okay.
Somebody say you have a doctorate degree. Why would you even want to run for a seat? And somebody also want to know about what was it again? Let me see question.
Somebody was talking about I don't know, Jefferson Sonny.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't clear. About $300. I didn't understand it very well. I don't know if AB will be able to. AB cannot tell us. So, but basically, these are the questions that were really asking because our people, they have a certain mindset.
Yeah.
One person believed that you have a doctorate degree, you shouldn't even run for office in Grand Gedeh County. Say you have a doctorate degree, which. Okay, let me give you a chance to respond.
Okay. Yeah, AB.
Yeah,
hello?
we are live.
Okay. AB.
No, you will not hear you right now. So
Okay.
he's in the relay, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, all of you, for your questions and your concern. Let me start with the brother who said, the one who said, when we are about to have a census and you not here, you only come for us to vote for you. Thank you. That was a brilliant question. We have all been waiting for a fixed timetable for this the census. First, they said we're going to have it in October. First, let's say it was in June. From June, we dragged to August. We went to October, November. Now, it should have happened even today. People were told to stay home, and nobody turned out. Nothing happened. So if the real timetable had been given, fixed, and sure, we will all be there. Despite not being there, I indirectly supported the process. Through my team, I'll be able to carry out immense awareness that get out to be counted. Get out to be counted. Turn out so that your family and all your friends can be counted. So that our number can go high, as you really said. I also encouraged all the other Grand Gedehs in Ghana and other places to go home too. So, not being there, I still give my support for everyone to be counted. Now, let me go to the question about family support. Now, the family support only came in as to whether I have helped my family, my siblings. But the support that I have given to Grand Gedeans, if I list people tonight that I have helped with school fees, they say, okay, you go pay your school fees. They pull you out, go back to school. There will be more than 100. The reason why I don't have to say, okay, this is a scholarship for Gbotoe, I don't want to label help. If you label help to people, you cannot diminish them. You rot salt in their soul. But if I have to put up names tonight, I can count not less than 50% out of my head that we have paid school fees for. From LU all the way to the community college. We, not just community college, including Mayweather students. Most of them from the district. But, telling the whole world the little help you give someone, for me, as I said, I have been helped. And people who help me, they not go broadcasting how they help me. That's the reason why when I help someone, I don't broadcast it. But I have good number of people whose school fees that I have paid. From LU, AME, Zion, all the way to the district. Grand Gedeans, Liberians, I don't discriminate.
There's a question on the screen for you.
Okay.
And the question says that you asked the people to credit or to take a credit of $300 from some club, and that money has not been paid back. You want to address that?
I don't want a blanket question. Go straight to the point and call the person's name and say, this person credited so and so.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Because
if you say $300, who am I? The question I'm going to tackle. I
agree with that. I
know.
I like to hear that you told John Brown to go to the Gbote Jeru Club to credit $300 for this reason.
Yeah.
And that money has not been paid back to John Brown. And Gbote Jeru is beyond John Brown. That's the kind of question I like to hear too.
Yeah, but for me to go run behind the kind of questions is kind of difficult for me. I want you, if you are really, really serious that thing occurred, whoever it is, I want you to name the person who credited, who the creditor from, so that I can now answer you. But from there, I know these are tactics of other candidates, supporters of other candidates to smell, but smell campaign do not work in elections of modern days. So if you are
How do you respond to this little question that only when we want to be representative on one position, that's when we come back? Is that true?
No. I just told you from 2010 things that I fought for. I fought for the road to have been built without even having in mind that I wanted to be representative. I fought for a drugs factory to have been built in Gbote without even thinking about elections in 2012. In 2000 and before the election of 2017, I sent almost 15 students out of the country to go to school without even thinking about elections. 2018 when 2019 when the COVID came, I came forward to raise close to $10,000 without thinking about elections. It's the same way when I took the seat of the Gbarzon District Educational Committee Chair without even thinking about running for the district seat, helping students across the district, across the county, without thinking about these are the things that they saw and said, hey, wait a minute, if a young man like this can perform when we ask him to do certain things, I think if he carries our voice, it will carry weight.
What will you do differently from these people who are there already?
I will work with the community. I will prioritize the voice of the people. I will connect with the people and we will have town hall meetings regularly, quarterly, where I will give my report to them and they will give me their views, where we will be able to know the pressing needs of the people. So on my platform, accountability will be one.
Accountability
will be number one. That I will give account of the office I am occupying.
Okay, Dr. Gbotoe, we are going to bring you back again. Let me make a breach here very quick for those of you.
But there's another question that I really
I'm coming back to you, though. I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you.
Okay.
I'm coming back to you. For those of you who are listening here, let me make a breach real quick. We will be we'll be inviting other candidates or other aspirants here. And next week Saturday, not this week Saturday, not tomorrow, not next week Friday, next week Saturday, we have Harrison City coming here when we question him the same way. And those of you who are listening will express your opinion as well. And we are also going to be, we already have talked with Amos there, K. Myers Paul, and I want the number for Chelsea Grant to call him to appear here. Then, if you know anybody who is contesting for the position of representative for Gborzon District, I want you to please send me the number. I want to call them and see if I can invite them. Okay, right now we will go back to Dr. Gbotoe. You wanted to respond to a question before I gave you the chance to give your last comment.
Yeah, there was a question that I did not get well. That has to do with a lady said, if only we wanted a position, that's the time we always come forward.
Yes.
Let me say this. Without diaspora in the world, let's go back to biblical time. There is no development can take place locally without diaspora. Because it is collective effort, new knowledge, ideas, working together that can move a society forward. Biblical time, God said, when the time shall have come and I bring you back from Babylon. So what he's telling them is, I'm sending you to Babylon to go and learn. The knowledge you will acquire there will be beneficial to uplifting your society. So it's not like we want position before, but our stepping forward expresses the love we have for our country. The ideas, the knowledge we have acquired things that we have seen out here, we believe that we can influence our society with the ideas to move it forward. Example, Rwanda, Paul Kagame. Paul Kagame was a Marine in the US when he was petitioned to run, and he ran. Today, half of his cabinet were students from here. His country is being looked at as its fastest growing economy. So what I'm saying is working together, the ideas of the locals and the diaspora can lift up a society with no perjury, with no condescension that yes, this other group, that. No. We are not coming to take job. If it's about job, I have my little here that I can live on. But it is about sacrificing for our people.
Providing services that are vital.
Purely out of sacrificial love. That look, if I can see that this man can do it this way and move his society forward, if I take this idea home, work with my people, I can also lift up Gbarzon District. So it's not basically about for position, no. But we always, when working, when it comes to hospital, we've been sending equipment. When it comes to school, we've been sending school things. If you say, okay, all the things you've been doing for all the diaspora, you put all the things together, do you know, second to Monserrate County or Monrovia, Grand Gedeh receives the highest money from the diaspora? It's because the love we have for our people and for the county and our districts. That is the reason why we the diaspora continue to do it for our society. The handout cannot help.
Yeah, somebody come and give you a bag of rice.
Yeah.
And put money in your pocket and say, well, the man, he loved me. The man, a good man. I said, the man came bought 2 bags of rice for me.
It is with platform. Collective platform will move the county forward.
I will have to bring you again, like I said, Doctor, and I intend to do each person, and then we'll bring the group together, so we'll debate the issues, and so we know where Grand Gedeh falls, But I really want to thank you for on this short notice for you to come and be able to discuss with us today. Please open your doors. We'll invite you again. Where we stop, we'll begin from there and discuss other issues that affect Grand Gedeh today. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. All right. That's Dr. Gbotoe. I call him Gbotoe, and those of you in Grand Gedeh that called, it looked like there's a lady who usually call. I think she's the one that call. I want to encourage her to continue to call. And those of you who are ladies, I really, really want to encourage you to call. Sometimes if you call, you say something not right, we'll correct you, but that doesn't make you, that should not scare you away from calling. I really appreciate it with me calling. I really appreciate the Flash FM. Let me announce that by next week, hopefully next week, Wednesday, Thursday will be live on Tap FM. Wednesday and Thursday, if everything goes well. So by Wednesday, Thursday will be live on Tap FM, and then Friday and Saturday will continue to be live on Flash FM. It's going to be 2 hours each time. I want to say thank you very much. And Fasia Wablo, want to say thank you very much. You are a great person. You always participate in these discussions. I want you to encourage other ladies to join us. No matter how you speak out and somebody try to shout you down, do not get shouted down, okay? We want you to continue to do that and engage in us. Whether you disagree with us or agree with us, we appreciate you participating. Thank you very much. And if you don't hear my voice, I want to say thank you and bye-bye. Thank you very much to the Flash FM family. This is Gibson Jerry from Groove 106 FM in America. I'm currently in Bismarck. I'm not in my own city. I'm not in my own studio. I'm in another city where I started my business branch. So I'm not home. That's why today we didn't play our videos and do other stuff. but we will be, hopefully tomorrow I'll be in the studio, and the snow fell and they closed the road. So I can't travel from Bismarck to Fargo. So the snow, the ice too much on the road, the whole road closed. So I want to say thank you very much. I'll be with you tomorrow. And bye-bye for now.